Hi everyone, welcome. I am Paula. Today I'm going to be doing just a short little sit down coffee chat video. I'm up in my office right now, have my coffee. Can't do a coffee chat without coffee. So today I actually have a couple of coaching calls to do. I'm sitting up here right now just waiting. I like to get up here and prepare, look over notes and, just kind of mentally prepare for the calls. And I had some extra time, so I thought I would come on here real quick and film a short video. I started this channel like 2 years ago, I think it's been now. And my diet has definitely evolved over the 2 years. When I first started, I was just doing keto. I just cut my carbs out. I was eating a lot of packaged things that, I just didn't know any better at the time about ingredients and all of that. And I was just doing what I could in the very beginning. And then I started cleaning things up, eating more clean ingredients, still including a lot of vegetables and things like that. And then as time has gone by, I've become definitely more meat-based, and I eat a little bit of vegetables here and there. Now yesterday, if you saw my video yesterday, we had big salads, and every once in a while, I'll still have a big salad. It is just so hot and humid up here right now, and we just did not feel like cooking yesterday, so we threw together some Cobb salads. For the most part, my main meal item is meat, and then I'll have some vegetables as a garnish, and maybe once in a while I'll have a few little berries. And I do include dairy into my diet, but I have definitely backed off on the amount of dairy than when I first started 2 years ago. So the diet has definitely changed over the past couple of years, and it probably will continue to for a little while, just as I am going through this journey. And so I get asked a lot of questions about snacks. In my earlier videos a couple of years ago, I used to eat snacks a lot. I would have a snack in between my meals. I would have a snack after dinner. Sorry, I just had to go let my cat out of the room. She doesn't know if she wants to come in, if she wants to go out. Snacking now definitely looks different than what it did 2 years ago. Still eat snacks once in a while, just not as much as I used to. I also have changed the type of snack that I have. I usually intermittent fast, so usually around 11 or 12, I will eat my first meal. And then around dinner time, around 5 or so, I will eat my second meal, and then I'm usually done. Somewhere's right in the middle, usually around 1:30 or 2:30 in the day, I will want something. Whether it's a cup of coffee or an iced coffee or a protein shake or a snack. And I will tell you about some of my snacks in just a minute. In my first meal and my second meal, my focus is protein and fat. Sometimes I will have, and sometimes I will have a little bit of carbs with each of those meals. And usually that's a little vegetable garnish or side or something. And the bulk of your meal is protein and fat. You just fill up and you stay full for a lot longer. And so it depends on what I'm eating on whether I snack or not. If I eat a huge omelet with 3 eggs and it's full of meat and I have some bacon on the side, sometimes I eat a big breakfast like that. If I eat that, I'm probably not going to snack. I'm probably going to make it all the way till dinner time. Let's say I have a couple of scrambled eggs and a couple of slices of bacon. I feel like eating lighter for my first meal. Then usually I'm going to want to have a snack in the middle of the day. So if you don't want to snack, you want to curb the snacking, eat more protein and fat at your meals, and that will help to curb your snacking. Now, when I first started eating this way and I wasn't fat adapted, and that means my body was burning sugar for fuel instead of body fat, I needed snacks more often. But now that I no longer consume sugar or a lot of carbs, my body just likes to eat on the body fat, and that gives me a more satiated feeling for a lot longer. I know, for instance, when I eat a carby meal, which is usually a big salad or something like that, I'm not talking about starches and that kind of thing. But when I eat more carbs, I find myself more hungry because I'm filling up on the carbs and I'm not getting enough protein and fat. And then I feel more hungry earlier. Now that I eat more protein with my meals, I don't have the need to snack as much in between my meals. It all depends on usually my first meal, which is usually breakfast. We usually have eggs. I have eggs every single day. Eggs really help me to stay full for a long time. So if I eat, like I said, a larger amount, I'm going to feel fuller until dinner time, and I will not have a need to snack. If I eat a leaner dinner for me is chicken breast, turkey, something like that. When I eat a leaner dinner without a lot of fat in it, I get hungry earlier. And sometimes I even want a nighttime snack when we're sitting and we're watching TV in the evening, maybe 7, 8 o'clock. I might find myself getting up and getting some pork rinds or a beef stick or something like that to have, because I didn't get enough fat in my meal. So it's all about concentrating on those meals, how much protein and fat you're getting, how much you're actually eating. And some people can't sit down and eat a big breakfast. Like I've had people say to me that they can't eat the amount of breakfast that I eat, but I've become accustomed to it. In the beginning, I couldn't finish all of that food. But now that I have trained my body and become more accustomed to it, I can eat a large meal for my first meal, and I can go all day and then eat a large dinner for my second meal, and then go all evening and not need a snack. And then I can go longer into the next day in my intermittent fasting if I have enough protein and fat with my meals. The idea is to get plenty of protein and fat in your meals, and it will curb your snacking. If you do need a snack, we are all humans, and sometimes we just want a snack. This is what I recommend for snacks. I have a list here of snacks, and I'm going to screenshot it, and then I'm going to blow it up because I cannot see hardly anything. You know, there's one thing that this way of eating has not improved for me, and that is my eyesight. I am hoping that it will. I know a lot of people, I watch all these carnivores and that, and they're like, my vision is improved, and I don't need my glasses anymore. It's not that case for me. I don't know. It just hasn't happened yet. So I either need to wear glasses or blow things up. All right. So I'm going to read to you my list of snacks, things that I eat when I have a snack attack and I need to eat a snack. I always make sure that my snacks are protein snacks and they can have some fat in them. I used to eat, when I first started keto, my snacks were more veggie related. I had like celery in the refrigerator all the time, and radishes and broccoli, and those were my go-to snacks. And now that I have learned, those do nothing for me as far as making me feel satiated. I have learned for myself personally that vegetables are just more for adding variety to my dishes and not filling me up. I just do not get full or satisfied when I eat vegetables. So for me, I always go for a high protein or a high fat snack. And here are some of the things that I eat. The snacks that I use the most is a protein shake. I have that more than anything, I would say, on this list. One scoop of that, if I'm feeling hungry, will get me through for a couple of hours. Like, I will do really well on that. And so I have found that just having a protein shake in the middle of the day in between my meals really helps me to make it through if I'm feeling that little bit of hunger. The second thing is a protein mug cake. I have a recipe over on my website for a protein mug cake. It's so easy. You take some butter and an egg and some of the Equip Prime protein. I haven't tried it with any other protein powders. You put it in a mug, you mix it all together, you microwave it for like 90 seconds. And you've got a little gooey protein cake. And just having that, you're having a whole scoop. It's 21 grams of protein in a scoop of that. And then you've got the egg, and then you've got the fat from the butter. And so one of those, it's very small. It will fill half of a mug. It rises up to the top and then it shrinks down. but it is very powerful in helping your hunger. Sometimes after dinner, if I'm having like chicken or something like that that is more lean, I will have a protein mug cake that will help me make it through the rest of the night and all the way into the next day when I eat my next meal. The next thing is something we have been enjoying here on these hot summer nights is protein ice cream. I have a Ninja Creamy, and I will make protein ice cream in my little creamy containers. I also will make it in, I have a Cuisinart ice cream maker that you just pour your liquid into and it makes it that way. Both work. I use nut milk, heavy cream, and protein powder. Mix it all together and it makes a really great ice cream. And you're essentially having a protein shake, but it's an ice cream. So it's really good. It's satiating and you feel like you're having something that you're not supposed to have. The next thing is boiled eggs. I keep boiled eggs in my refrigerator, and I have one of those egg steamers. I'll steam up a bunch at a time, keep them in the refrigerator, and just a boiled egg with a little bit of salt on it is a perfect snack. It's easy to take with you somewhere. Eggs are very nutritious. They're very satiating. Also, deviled eggs are great too. You can take those eggs and make some deviled eggs or some egg salad, something like that. The next thing is beef sticks. I always keep beef sticks in my pantry. I have Paleo Valley beef sticks. I have a code for Paleo Valley down below this video. You can go and shop. They're very clean. They're very tasty. I also like the beef sticks from Aldi, the ones that are in a big bag. I can't think of it right now, the name of it, but there is a yellow label on it and they're really clean ingredient. You want to make sure you read your ingredients and make sure there's no hidden like sugars or anything like that in them. The one from Aldi does say no sugar on it, and those are very good. Beef sticks are great for a snack. I have some in my purse at all times. I have some Paleo Valley ones in my purse, and if I'm out running all day long, I can have a beef stick and I feel great for a while. PSMF bread. I haven't made so much lately because it's been really hot out, but I like to keep PSMF bread in the refrigerator, sliced up, already ready to go, and I will just pull that out of the refrigerator if I need a snack. And sometimes I just eat it just like that, but sometimes I want to have fun with it and have something sweet. I will take it and put it in the toaster, toast it up a little bit, spread some butter on it, sprinkle a little cinnamon and some monk fruit sweetener on there, and have cinnamon toast. And it is great, and it is packed with protein. The next thing is Greek yogurt. I love Greek yogurt. I will take some sometimes for myself. I will put the serving size, I think it's a half a cup, it might be 3/4 of a cup, into a bowl. And I will put a scoop of the Equip Prime protein powder in there. I like the strawberry in that. And I mix it up really good until it's all dissolved. And it is delicious. It is a delicious little snack, and it's high in protein, so it's really satiating. You might look at that little bit of yogurt and think that's not going to do much. The Greek yogurt might not do that much, but putting that protein powder in there really makes a difference. The next one is cottage cheese. I keep cottage cheese in the refrigerator as well. Sometimes I'll have it alongside my steak or my chicken as a side. I love cottage cheese with everything bagel seasoning sprinkled on it. So for a snack, sometimes I can take a half a cup of cottage cheese. Now, I like the Good Culture cottage cheese. It is a low carb cottage cheese. I like to find the high fat one, and I just have the serving size. I think it's a half a cup, and I think it's 3 grams of carbs for a half a cup. Depends on which cottage cheese you get. Some cottage cheeses have some crazy ingredients in them. Go to the grocery store, look at the cottage cheeses and compare them. Some of them have ingredients in there. I'm like, why is that in there? This one doesn't have that in there. This one is just the cream and the milk and that. So you just have to compare your ingredients, but I like Good Culture because it's lower in carb. And the next thing is pork rinds. I like to crunch on pork rinds if we're having like a movie night. I like to have a few of them. I can't eat very many pork rinds because I get full really fast because of the fat content. So I will get, 6 or 8 of them, and they're good size. And that's good. And I have that with a sparkling water, and I feel like I've really had a special treat while I'm watching my movie. Meat chips. So I like Carnivore Crisp. Chicken breast is my favorite one. They're really crunchy, and I like that crunch factor, but they're just pure protein. They're chicken and salt. I will also make pepperoni chips or salami chips. I've had people say things about pepperoni being highly processed and salami, whatever. If you don't want to eat it, you don't have to eat it. I go to the grocery store and I read my ingredients. I pick the cleanest ingredient ones that I can find, and I go with that. I don't eat it every day. I eat it occasionally. It's great. It's a great snack. I will take pepperoni chips and get the Tillamook cream cheese with chive, dip the chips in the cream cheese. My stomach is grumbling right now. I don't know if you hear it, but I'm getting hungry talking about this. It's a great snack. So that's usually what I have for snacks. I always make sure that they are protein snacks, fat snacks. I don't really go for carby snacks anymore. I know that cottage cheese and Greek yogurt and maybe some of the others that I mentioned have carbs in them, but there's so much protein in them. So that's what keeps me satisfied. That's what I do best on. I just wanted to share those with you. I hope you all have a great weekend. Make sure you subscribe, share this video, give us a thumbs up, and I'll see you really soon. God bless.